I went to home. I was a bit sad from losing, obviously, but I went to home and I started waking up like so early to train, like so much. At the beginning, like every family member, you know, like in every home, you know, the parents are like, you have to study a lot. Just focus on studying. You can be a good doctor. You can be a good blah blah. You can be a good this or blah or that. I think you have to live your life, man. Like, doesn't matter what people say, even if it's your parents, you know. I think you have to live your life. If you realize you got a dream, if you realize that you want to invest your whole life into something, even if you think it doesn't give you enough money, if it makes you happy, it's the job you're gonna do for 60 years, maybe, no? And even in your free time, if you enjoy what you do, you're gonna do it in your free time. So at that point, nothing matters, you know. Nothing can stop you. Even if you are 14 years old, nothing can stop you. Like, no words from your parents can stop you from reaching your dreams. But it's really true that I've learned that studying is such an important thing, you know. Being a person that studied before, being a person with knowledge, is such a good point, and it's really needed for any case. If you want to be a pro gamer too. So my call is, you want to be a pro gamer, work for it, work hard to have a nice mindset, because you normally don't get born with this mindset, you know. You do it with the pass of the years. And one of the most important things is study. Like, it's really important. Definitely, yes. At the beginning, you know, they were like really hard on me with this, but now they realized, they gave me the reason. They realized that I'm reaching my goals, you know, and they're all in it with me. Like, they're just helping me so much. My father watched every single training game of my team and me, you know. It's insane. Like, my father doesn't even play, you know, but he understands more about the game than you probably. He has like League of Legends t-shirts, you know, sponsored t-shirts, on 3D t-shirts, like Twitch TV t-shirts even. He doesn't give a heck, man. And my mom the same, and my mom is just following me the same way. She prefers, like if I was a football player, you know, in a penalty kick or something, she just turns around in an important game. She doesn't want to watch it, you know. She's like, I hope he does good. I hope he does good. And yeah, my friends come to my home, to the big room. My father puts in the big monitor, in the big TV, the tournament I'm playing. It's insane, dude. It's insane. They are supporting me so much. Every friend of mine, you know, girls, boys, everybody, and new guys I meet that have nothing to do with gaming. Everybody knows what I do because I'm proud of what I do. I might be a geek for some, a freak for some people, you know. Might be a nerd for some people. Fuck it, dude. They don't have any clue, man. This is the real life. I call myself a family person, yeah. Like, I feel like, I mean, I could live alone, you know, but I would miss something. I miss my dog, I miss my parents, I miss my brother, you know. I need my people around me, I think so. So, I sometimes go holidays with them. I think it's really important spending time with family. Every free time I got, I try to invest it, at least 50% of it, with my family. Because family is such an important thing in the life, man, in your life. And you don't start taking care, oh my God, come here. Was a dog, okay? You don't start thinking about how important the people around you are until you lose them, you know? So I think it's really important that knowing that people around you, your family, especially your brother, your mom, your dad, your dog even, you know, are so important for you, man. You have to know that, and you have to respect them, and you have to make them happy, basically. They made you happy during 20 years, now it's your time, you know? I don't like about myself that I'm maybe too passionate, and sometimes it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it might turn around pretty badly for you, because yeah, when things go good, so good. When things go bad, it's fine as well, but when things go bad constantly, it's like you need to make changes and you overheat yourself pretty much a lot. I'm a person that when things go bad, I try to fix it fast. You know, that's part of the passionate thing, you know. I try to fix it fast, right away. I don't want to wait, you know. Something goes bad, fix it, right away. Don't wait. That's probably a bad point. Patience. I don't call myself a patient person. Sometimes I'm actually learning how to be patient, but it's not something I will call myself good at. Yeah, I believe there are many reasons about why people think I'm arrogant. People kind of hate me sometimes, and I think it's kind of understandable, especially if they don't know me, you know. So they see me in an interview saying, "Who's gonna win this tournament?" SK Gaming, you know, my team, as always. I will never say something else. Or what do you think is gonna happen in the mid lane? Do you think you're gonna get beaten? I'm like, no, of course not. Are you crazy? Well, you know, and it sounds arrogant. It sounds cocky, but it's not arrogant. It's not cocky. The only thing it is confident. You know, you have to start the game. You have to start the competition believing in yourself. That's really important. And on the other hand, people say I'm arrogant. People say I'm cocky. People say way worse things that are not even true, obviously. But the truth is that I'm not a humble person. You know. I know I'm not a humble person. I'm humble when it comes down to real stuff, to real life stuff, really important stuff. But when it comes down to competition, I believe I'm not humble. But I'm realistic, you know. A humble person could be the person that knows he's the best, but he doesn't say it, you know. I'm not that person. If I believe I am the best in my role, I'm gonna say it. Or if I know I'm not the best at my role, like it's been these last 5 months, I'm gonna say it as well, you know? I'm gonna say I'm sucking, I'm playing so bad, I have to get better. Maybe the thing I love the most is that I learned how to not give a fuck about commentaries. I learned about how to only care about the stuff that is worth it, you know? Yeah, the main sentence could be life tests you every day, and I've got tested many times. That's all I can say. Don't care about the hate, don't care about the bad stuff, only care about the stuff that makes you happy, you know? I think happiness is everything. And at the beginning of this path, I was extremely demotivated sometimes reading things that people write. But then I promised myself, when I saw myself being sad on my situation, I promised myself, comparing myself with the whole world, basically. I'm a really lucky guy, and I don't think I realized that at that point, you know, when I was sad and demotivated. Now I do. And why do I do? I promised myself that every morning before turning up from my bed, before waking up, I would at least, I shouldn't say this, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I promised myself that before doing anything, I should drop a tear of happiness, you know? Just to realize how happy I am and how good the things are going with me. I just don't wake up from my bed without dropping one tear at least of happiness, you know? I know it might be really hard to understand, but once you are in my situation and you understand how lucky you are, you will definitely do it every day. What separates me from other players? The mindset, definitely. Mindset is everything. Like, mindset is just everything. You might be good mechanically wise at this game, but on the next game you might be shit, you know? Everything depends on your mindset, you know? You have to, everybody fails. In the learning process, there's a lot of failing involved. If you don't learn that in the learning process there is a lot of fail involved, and if you don't learn that the happiness is in the path itself, you're gonna give up. If your goal is just victory, you're probably gonna give up. If your goal is enjoying the path to the victory, you will never give up. Before importing games, I normally focus so much on the nutrition. I eat a lot of salad. I try to not eat so much fat. I got no clue about nutrition, but I just do it. I heard it's fine, so I just do it. Then talking about music and stuff before games, preparation. I normally listen to one song, is My Way from Frank Sinatra. It's an old school music, no? But it motivates me a lot, you know? It talks about your path, your, you know. I think it's actually my son, definitely. And preparation of that, well, I actually speak with my mom before every single important game, and she tells me, "Yeah, just be yourself, blah 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 blah," you know, blah blah. Yeah. All the moms are, but yeah, just prepare myself, talk with the team, pump them up, pump myself up as well, make some yells, make some, you know, SK and stuff like that, crazy shit. That's it. When I put my feet into the stage to set up for games, I always look at the crowd always to see how many people there are, how pumped up they are, and actually for me it's really motivating playing in front of people. You know, it's so motivating playing for like 2K people or something. You look at them, they look at you. When you do something great, in the big screen it appears, they cheer for you, they turn up, they go crazy, you know, they go bonkers. That's the biggest thing ever, man. It's so motivating, you know. For some people it might be pressure, you know. I kind of handle the pressure pretty well, to be honest, but I kind of like it, man. I love it, man. It's just the competition feeling, you know. The competition feeling wouldn't be that good if those people weren't there, honestly. It's not the same. For me, the fans are everything, you know. Without the fans, the competition spirit's not the same. Without the fans, the pride is not the same. Without the fans, when you stream, you don't feel like teaching people, like making people happy, like making people invest time on watching you. Without fans, there is nothing. Like without fans are everything, basically, you know. How do I feel when people comes to me and ask for stuff? When people comes to me and ask for stuff with, you know, with happy faces, you know, the thing that I feel the most is probably like happiness, you know? It's just happiness. Like there is no money in this world that can pay that. There's nothing equal to that. There's nothing equal on seeing somebody's face, smiling, you know, and you know, opening the arms and saying, "Can you give me a hug?" I was like, "Of course I can, man. I'm a human being, you know." So yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I couldn't like it more because, you know, you're making people happy, and it's the other way around as well. You know, they make me happy. It's something like I think we feed each other. If I got asked for anything, and I'm able to provide what has been asked for, it just comes from inside of me. You know, I have to give it. You know. From when I was so young, my parents teach me, the people around me teach me that if there's nothing better than making people happy, you know. And on the other hand, there's nothing better than be happy yourself. And what can make you more happy than making others be happy with what you do, you know. So, of course, man, if I got asked about doing anything, if I got asked about photo, if I got asked about an interview for a web page that is good, if I got asked for an interview of a web page that is not so good, I'm gonna accept it, you know. I'm gonna accept it. That's it, man. I'm gonna accept it. Like this guy, that guy works so hard to get his job done, and it's not a big deal for me spending 10 minutes of my life into answering some questions for him. It's really hard deciding who's your friend in this environment. Definitely yes. Especially if you're myself. It's not that easy, man. Because you see people come along you. It's fucked up, dude, because you don't know if they come because you're Ocelot or if they come because you're a good guy, or maybe, you know. I would like people to know that I'm a person that loves his family, and I'm a person that loved everybody that followed my dream along me, that followed me during my path, you know. And it sounds a bit gay, you know, but I love all of them, man. I really do. And every move I did, even if it didn't look as good as it should, every move I did was for me, to my personal success, and of course for them. I want to make them happy. My family, my friends, people around me, my viewers, my fans, everybody, man. I want to make them happy. You yourself, Kanye. I want to make them happy, man. That's my wish. People have to fight for their dream. That's probably the main thing I would say. Like, no matter what happens, no matter who tells you what, people are gonna fuck you over or try to fuck you over a lot, you know? You know why 0.0001% people only succeed in life, succeed crazily, because those 0.0001% people of the whole world are the only ones that no matter what happens, no matter what people tell them, they keep trying, man. They keep trying. They keep following their dreams, man. That's the most important thing I want people to remind. Like, I want to leave the sensation that if you that you are able as a human being to do everything. You know, you are able to do everything. You got everything in your hands. It's just up to you getting it or not. You know. So yeah, I remember a phrase, a sentence from Will Smith, which I believe you know. I love Will Smith, from the film Pursuit of Happiness, which was something like, don't let anybody tell you what you cannot do. The reason they tell you you cannot do that is because they probably cannot do that, you know. And I think it's one of the sentences, one of the most important sentences of the whole life, you know. I believe it is, and it's probably what I've learned that is more important for my real life. Definitely, it was like so great, man. It's like speechless. I got no words to describe the happiness of that moment. You're playing like 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day maybe. You're training, you know, for that moment, exactly for that moment, and then you realize that training was worth because you achieved what you wanted, you know. The feeling inside of you is crazy. It's crazy. Like, I remember that moment if it was yesterday, and I feel so good remembering it. So the last words are going for you guys. You guys are my family. You guys are my friends. You guys are my followers, my fans, man. All I can say is thank you very much, man. Even these words are directed to people that hate me, you know. All I can say is that don't believe what you read in forums. Don't believe that shit. People will just always make up stuff, you know. Create your own opinion from watching me. Create your own opinion from, you know, looking at me and my teammates, you know. Create your own opinion. Don't be sheeps, you know. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody, man. I'm just speechless with all the support I'm receiving these days, all the support I was receiving the past months, that I wasn't the best player ever. But now, today, right here, I can tell you that Ocelot is in the esports scene to win everything at any game. So thank you very much for everything.